So, where did I stop? See, you don't have to get scared. There's too much to study. Okay, the study, almost all the study part has been done, digested. Now what I'm giving is only cooked food. Finally, you don't have to go through so much of study. But what I want you people to is keep engaged in the study. Okay, like what happened? Otherwise, you'll start losing touch with this whole thing. It's like music practice. You understand? All this Upanishad and all, you keep listening. It is don't have to jump this thing. I have not learned so many things. Nothing like that. It has to be in touch. You have to be in touch. These are all the ways.
What is it?
Huh?
Apurokshana.
That's a book. That's text. There's a text. What is self-realization means? Apurokshana says that. Okay. So most of these things, if you go and read directly, you will not understand.
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing goes into your head. Okay. If I teach everything, you'll understand very clearly. But what I give is the finished format. So because of that, what will happen? Your study will be much easier. But you keep studying. So that's the only thing. Okay. Only thing is you have to understand that I have to go through all the struggle before you can really understand. Okay. So there is a set of practices. There is a set of classes here. Then there is some set of things you have to do outside. So this is all, how much you do, how much you participate is what gets you benefit. Okay, it's all your self-driven. I will not come and ask you what you did, what you didn't do. But what I have done is put the best practice together, which gives people more, without having a full-fledged ashram life, like sannyas ashram. In a grahastha ashram, you can do a decent job of spiritual study. You understand? You can do a good job of that. In fact, you can learn very deeply. That's what I am trying to do. Is clear? So now we'll go to Atma Darshan. First is introduction to Atma Darshan program. What is Atma Darshan? Is it getting clear to everybody? Atma Darshan name ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಾ? Abhishek?
Knowing who am I.
ನಾನು ಯಾರು ಅಂತ.
This whole course is about knowing who am I. Okay. Now, no, who am I is not me. Okay, who am I means yourself. Now, if you know yourself, then you can know God also. Unless you know yourself, you don't know God. Why? Now, whatever concept of God is there is picked up from your religion and birth, family. Suppose you are born in Africa, then God will be different. It will be like with horns. Huh? Isn't it? ಏನ್ರಿ ಸಪ್ಪ ಪಕ್ಕನ ಆಫ್ರಿಕಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಹುಟ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗಾಡ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಡಮ್ 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 ಅಂತ ಡೋಲ್ ಹೊಡಿತಾ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಗಾಡ್. ಸೊ ಗಾಡ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಪಿಕ್ಡ್ ಅಪ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ದಿ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ನೌ. ಬಟ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಯಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಾಡ್ ಈಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್. ಬಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯು ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಕವರ್ ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಗೋ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಟು ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. Basically programming, lot of societal programming goes through, we go through that. You come out of that and see what is reality. That's called Atma Darshan. To know yourself and by thereby know the God is called Atma Darshan. Okay. And that is to know the truth also, because that's called Satya Darshan also. Okay. So let us repeat. Atma Darshanam,
Atma Darshanam,
Brahma Darshanam,
Brahma Darshanam,
Atma Darshanam,
Atma Darshanam,
Brahma Darshanam,
Brahma Darshanam,
Brahma Darshanam,
Brahma Darshanam,
Satya Darshanam,
Satya Darshanam,
Satya Darshanam,
Satya Darshanam,
Satya Darshanam.
Satya Darshanam.
So, if you know yourself, you can know God also. If you don't know yourself, all is your misconceptions, understandings only. Okay? ಭಗವಂತ ಏನಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಯಾರಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಬೇಕು. ನಾನು ಯಾರಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗದ್ರೆ ಭಗವಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲ್ಲ. This is where all the philosophical debates comes into picture. This system, that system, that system. Nothing is required. Only first you have to know yourself. Then if you know yourself, you know everything else. This is like a drunkard. Now, kuduka. Right? A drunkard is going on the road. Okay. So one fellow is asking other fellow, ಒಬ್ಬ ಕುಡುಕ ಇನ್ನೂ ಬಂದು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾನೆ, ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ವೈ ದಿ ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ. ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಯಾಕೆ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ. ಒನ್ ಫೆಲೋ ಇಸ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅದರ್ ಫೆಲೋ, ಬಿಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ಅದರ್ ಫೆಲೋ, ವೇಟ್, ಮೈ ರೋಡ್ ಇಸ್ ರನ್ನಿಂಗ್, ಆನ್ ದಿ ರೋಡ್ ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ಸ್ ಐ ಟೆಲ್ ಅಂತ. So when you have illusions about your own self, whatever question you ask and whatever answer you get is junk only. So first is know yourself properly, is called Atmadarshan. This is the program about Atmadarshan. Is clear? क्या सर एनर्जी क्या हो गया
नहीं
है बहुत ज़्यादा स्टडी किया हाँ. To know yourself is called Atmadarshan. So to know yourself, what is the problem? Where is the block? We know so many subjects now. Acupressure, acupuncture, science, medical, engineering, everything. Right? What is the problem in knowing yourself?
This is becoming, whereas that is acquiring.
What is becoming?
Self-knowledge is becoming. Whereas if you want to learn chemistry and things like that, you acquire it.
So
That is one specific. I don't know.
It reminds me, you keep on saying, sir, like Artha, Moksha, Kama. So you have become so much of Artha that you have forgot the rest three.
Specific ಒಂದರಲ್ಲೇ ಹೋಗೋದು, but I don't think so it will be Atmadarshan or knowing so much.
So what is the difference between Atmadarshan, knowing yourself, and what is the difference between studying these subjects?
All studying subject is all outside.
Huh.
You have to go inside to know yourself.
There's something inside you also?
Yeah,
Inside where?
Because we have to discover what.
Inside where? Show me inside where?
Inside means
Show me inside of yourself.
I don't know the exact terminology, but.
ಹೇಳಪ್ಪ ತೋರಿಸಿಪ್ಪ, ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ತೋರಿಸಿ ನಮಗೆ, ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ತೋರಿಸಿ. ಶೋ ಮಿ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್. ನೀವು ತೋರಿಸ್ರಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ವೈಶಾಲಿ, ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಔಟ್ಸೈಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ತೋರಿಸಿ, ಕೈ ವಿತ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್.
ಈಗ ತಾನೇ ಹೇಳಿದ್ವಿ ಅದೆಲ್ಲ illusion ಅಂತ.
It's okay.
It's all one. Our mind interprets it.
No, you show me what is inside and what is outside with your hand.
Actually, inside can't be shown ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸುತ್ತೆ.
ತೋರಿಸಿ, ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ತೋರಿಸಿ ಸಾಕು ನಮಗೆ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಸರ್ಜರಿ ಮಾಡಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಶೋ ಮಿ ದ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್? ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕೈ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಕहाँ है?
Inside, here we feel that outside is like.
हाँ, inside कहाँ है? You are not seeing Trishula. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಎಲ್ರಪ್ಪ?
Universe.
ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ ಅದೇನದು? ಅದು ದೇಹ. ದೇಹ ನೀವ ಹಾಗೆ ಒಳಗೆ ದೇಹದ ಒಳಗೆ ಇಲ್ರಿ. ಮತ್ತು ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇನೆ, ದೇಹ ನಾನಲ್ಲ, ಮನಸ್ಸು ನಾನು ಕೂತಿರಲ್ಲ. ದೇಹದ ಇನ್ಸೈಡ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇದ್ದು ಯಾಕೆ ತೋರಿಸ್ತೀರಾ? ಏನ್ರಿ? How can you show inside me is this? I'm not the body is the first teaching. How did you become body that time?
No, but even if say here is a Sakshi, right? So
Inside me means what?
inside there is.
ಜೀವಾತ್ಮ
Where is Jiva?
ಅಲ್ಲ,
Inside me.
outside is a perception ಅಂತ.
ಹಾ,
It's a perception of, that's what we live in. ಈ
Correct.
ಸದ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ
ಹೌದು.
It's a perception that we live in. outside ಅದು ಬೇರೆ ಇದು ಬೇರೆ.
ಹಾ,
ಅದನ್ನ ಅರ್ಥಕೊಳ್ಳಿಕ್ಕೇನೆ
ಹಾ. This concept of inside outside itself is a perception.
perception.
Because inside outside comes when you start thinking I am the body. ನಾನು ದೇಹ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ inside outside ಬಂತು.
ಹಾ.
Right? The whole problem is you are not the body. ನಿಮ್ಗೇನೋ ಡೌಟ್ ಇದೆನ್ರಿ?
So your viewpoint is like, when your viewpoint is something, mind, body, intellect. So that way you start seeing, we start seeing it.
Basically. So your perception is defined based on what you say. So the moment you say inside me, then there's a problem.
To understand the witness consciousness.
So any subject is acquired from the world. Science, chemistry and all. All subjects ಗಳಿಗೆ how many years you have learned music? ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದೀರಿ music? 10 ವರ್ಷ. And how many more years you have to learn music? You can learn music. Any subject which is related to secular world is infinite in nature. You can learn n number of years. But Atma Dhyana is finite in nature. It's very, very contradictory, no?
Yes.
From Atma Dhyana you get infinite, but the study is finite. Okay, it ends actually. After that you will say nothing to learn about Atma Dhyana.
This is really revelation. I feel there is so much to learn in Atma Dhyana.
That's because you are projecting what is outer subject to the inner subject. For outer subject, science, physics, chemistry, you are projecting it to self. No. For self, the learning stops, finished. Once you realize it, it's over. And no more learning. Then you can teach, of course, after that. From outer subject, you can get finite, but you have to do infinite study. For the self-realization, you have to do finite study, and you will get the infinite. This is the contradiction. Because we try to put all the outer thing onto the self. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತೆ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ.
ಎಲ್ಲ ಥರ ಅರ್ಥ.
There was a ಭಾರದ್ವಾಜ ಋಷಿ ಅಂತಿದ್ರು ಋಷಿ.
ಹಾ.
If I tell stories, you will understand a little bit better. ಭಾರದ್ವಾಜ ಋಷಿ ಅಂತಿದ್ರು ಋಷಿ. He had 100 years life. Okay. Then when he was on the verge of death, he prayed to Brahmaji, give me 100 more years of life. So Brahmaji, without a question, asked him, gave him 100 more years, 200 years of life. 200 ವರ್ಷ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರು. So again he is asking for third time 300 years, another 100 years. Then Brahmaji asks, why? ಯಾಕೆ ಬೇಕು ನಿಂಗೆ ಅಂತ? He says, all my life 200 years I have studied Vedas. Okay. I need some more time to study and complete ಅಂತ. ಇನ್ನೂ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹೊತ್ತು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ. Then Brahmaji laughs. He is standing in the Himalayas. See, Vedas are like Himalayas. Okay. Now what you have studied is this much, one pinch of salt, sand. ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟುವರೆಗೆ ಕಲ್ತು ವೇದ 200 years ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕಲ್ತದ್ದು ಎಷ್ಟು? ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವೇದ ಭಾರದ್ವಾಜ ಋಷಿ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಋಷಿಸ್. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಕಲ್ತದ್ದು ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು? ಒಂದು ಪಿಂಚ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಮೋರ್ ಟು ಲರ್ನ್. ಇವನ್ ಇಫ್ ಐ ಗಿವ್ 1000 ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಯು ಕಾಂಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ದಟ್. 1000 ಲೈಫ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗಲ್ಲ. Why don't you study a subject by knowing which you get infinite but takes only finite time? That's called self-realization. ಆತ್ಮಜ್ಞಾನ ಮುಗಿದು ಮುಗೀತದು, ಮತ್ತೇನಿಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತೀಯಾ? Because that is the knowledge of yourself, my dear. Once you get the knowledge of yourself, nothing more to study. This study is also illusion. Okay. What you get infinite is, you get infinite bliss, ananda. Okay. And Atmadhyana I have to study for 100 more years? No. There's a point you will understand this much is only, nothing more to study. Finished.
Is Veda the study of outer subjects also?
Veda is outer and inner both.
Outer, like chemistry, everything.
All chemistry, mathematics, everything came from Vedas only.
It is everything. All the legal, everything. All.
The whole of what human civilization, what we say today, the roots of all of them, most of them, fundamental roots were there in Vedas. Okay. Now why is this so? Please understand. Okay. ಇದು ಯಾಕೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅರ್ಥ
I used to
ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ.
think that Vedas are only spiritual.
No. Both. Astrology, astronomy, physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, algebra, Ayurveda. Okay. Now let me ask you one thing. There is a dark room with the darkness. ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಕೋಣೆ ಇದೆ. Okay. ನೀವು ಕತ್ತಲೆ ಕೋಣೆಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಾ. Okay. So somebody asks you, is there a chair? ಕತ್ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕೋಣೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇರ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. So then what will you do? You have to search, no? How much time you have to search? You have to search for. Is there another chair? You have to search for again. Right? Now, for any question you have to answer, you have to search. Correct? ಕತ್ತಲಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹುಡುಕಿದ್ರು ಹುಡುಕ್ಲೇಬೇಕು, ತುಂಬ ಹುಡುಕ್ಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ. There is a light, you switch on the light. Then you ask the question whether the chair. Immediately say. Self-realization is switching on the light. You will see everything clearly. Then no more questions. Okay, done. Finished. Right? Whereas study of all the subjects is in darkness. It's a Maya. Why it's Maya? Because all is based on perception. Everything keeps on changing. Yesterday it was Newton physics, today is quantum physics, tomorrow it's string theory, keeps on changing. Even if you study 100 lifetimes, it will be same. It keeps on changing. Because in darkness, everything keeps changing. It's a shift. Kattale. Whereas in light, there is no change. You understand everything quickly, right? Self-realization is like switching on the light. But the only problem is, you will have to take time to find out where the switch is. It's clear? There is a difference between Atma-dnana and secular subjects. Adike ಏನಂತಾರೆ Paravidya and Aparavidya. Paravidya is highest knowledge, which is about Atma. Aparavidya is lower level knowledge. All subjects, science and all. Aparavidya is endless, and in the ultimate analysis is useless. In some temporary benefits you can get, some name, fame, promotion, money and all, but final analysis it is bliss which matters. That can come through Atma-dnana.
But can one get Atma-dnana without the study of Vedas and Upanishads? Yes.
The question is, who is that one?
Person like me, let us say.
See, for that I will tell the formula. Dhyana Moolam Guror Murti Puja Moolam Guror Padam Mantra Moolam Guror Vakyam Moksha Moolam Guru Krapa. So I will tell you this thing. I have a stomach ache. Now, for curing the stomach ache, I have multiple solutions. Study all medical books and find a solution to stomach ache. There's one solution, right? Or go to the medical store and pick up a medicine. There are 50 medicines for stomach ache. Okay? 50 medicine ಇದೆ. ಒಂದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಓದ್ಕೊಂಬಿಡಿ. Study all the books on medical medicine and get stopped. By the time you will die. Second one is, you go to medical store, pick up some right medicine. Okay. Third thing is, go to a good doctor. Okay. So which one will you do?
Go to a good doctor.
Same thing here. Study all Vedas for lifetimes. Or do your own prescriptions. Do some breathing practice, all this. Or go to a Sadguru. That's how it is. Okay. Is it clear? Answer is clear?
Yeah.
That's why.
ಮೇಡಮ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ನನಗೂ ಡೌಟ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಸರ್.
ಹಾ.
ಈಗ ರಮಣ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಎಲ್ಲಿ ವೇದಗಳನ್ನ ಓದಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಯಾರೇ ನೀವು ರಮಣ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಯಾವ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರಿ ನೀವು? How many lifetimes of Ramana Maharshi you know?
Yes. Okay. ಈ ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾನು.
ನೀವು ರಮಣ ಮಹರ್ಷಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಲೈಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಓದಿದಿರಾ?
ಇಲ್ಲ ಓದಿಲ್ಲ.
How many lifetimes of Buddha you have studied? Buddha speaks of 500 lifetimes of study.
That previous we don't know. ಮುಂಚಿನ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಈಗ ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ಕಾಣೋದು ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ ಅಷ್ಟೇ.
So either you realize yourself like that because of Ramana Maharshi, because of your past life momentum. Okay, already you have done something so much in past life, so that moment you are waiting for that liberation in this lifetime, which is like Ramana Maharshi. Or Buddha, who has done 405 years of study. Or you have to find a guru or teacher who can take you, pull you up. You don't have to go through all the study. Understand? That's why it is said, all the Veda, Upanishad, without a spiritual master, your study will not be complete. Even if you study after all those things. Okay, but what happened to most of the people is, when they come to a spiritual master, they are not prepared. They are mentally not prepared. The mental purification doesn't happen. There's some time has to be spent on purification. Artha aita?
Yeah.
Is the answer clear? Okay.
Purification bರುತ್ತೆ, I mean,
Huh.
purification through all these spiritual practices. ಇವಾಗ ಇಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿದಿರಲ್ಲ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ,
ಹೌದು.
ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we get purified and one day we're ready to.
That see, only thing which stops you from realization is impurity of the mind.
ಹಾ.
Okay. Impurity level, depending on the impurity level, the realization can happen anytime. So all your puja, temples, shastra study is there to take you to a spiritual master, the final. Okay, let us take the lesson number 2.
But how does it translate into our actions?
Which one?
All these things, whatever we learn, we know so much about it that we are Atman and all these things. They should now become part of the action.
It will become.
So how does it come?
It will become, no?
I've
First
been
is
learning
learning.
it from last 1 year now. So
Is there any change in your life?
slightly, but yeah,
Is there any change in the way you live? Is there any change in your emotions? Whatever. Is there any change in you? Is the
become
question.
lazy.
Then that is not the intention. Then it's a wrong understanding. Somewhere wrong understanding is there in that case.
Sir, he is become lazy. You know what is the sense he's saying is, earlier my mind was going so many places. Now my mind goes to only few places. That's the laziness.
See, here there's nobody will come and say you are enlightened or you are not enlightened. There's no certificate cannot be given. Ultimately, you have to see, compared to what you are here earlier, that is there a shift has happened in you. Okay, and that shift will be so drastic and tremendous. Other people will start noticing it over a period of time. For example, I don't have a qualification. I cannot claim as a guru or something, but I can teach on any spiritual subject because that inner clarity comes. So similarly, in each of you, new clarity will emerge, and that clarity is what is realization. Now, how that emerges, why that emerges, I can say you have to wait, or you have to see some people. Some of my students, you can see how much drastic change they have undergone in life. Right? That's what is called satsanga. You observe some people and just see how they were there for 6 months back and how they were there after 6 months back. You can understand so much of drastic shift will happen. Inner shift. That inner shift, first you have to allow yourself to happen. That subject yourself.
Sir, one example I just want to give.
Some people take more time to understand.
Few days back,
It can happen anytime.
I called up, sir. I was writing my exams. Like when I'm reading, I'm not at all reading, but I don't know what am I reading actually. So I called him midnight, like some 10 o'clock or something. He was someplace. So, okay, so we had some discussion, but we got disconnected. Next day he called up and I asked the same question. And the same thing had been said by someone. The same thing. But at that point of time, I did not understand what this guy is talking about. But that realization happened that yes, what you are saying, if I do this, it will automatically start happening. So sir suggested that, you sit down and visualize what are you seeing after this exam, when you pass, what happens to you, right? So you are visualizing that yes, there is somebody is coming congratulating you, you are getting the certificate, you are getting XYZ and things like that, right? So that gives you the empowerment to go on a study, and then you see what the concentration happens. It really changed. So what I'm trying to say is that if you would have not gone through this 8 months of time, that 2 lines would have not worked for me.
Right. See, the thing is, I'll tell you that normally a person who comes to a realized master, he has to come to a lot of study. That qualification is required to appreciate what a realized master says. Otherwise, what will happen? People come without their background. It will take long time. So now what we are spending is try to bring up your background, because your backgrounds are not good enough to understand what I am saying. Okay. So that's why this much is only back to bringing up your background to a level where I can, whatever I can talk more comfortably. So this is to take care of your background, basic spiritual education. Okay. So there are first this thing is we'll do, well, I think we have too much of talking. Let us do some meditation. Now we'll do some different type of meditation now. So what I'll say is I'll open up your Adna and Sahasrara chakra, this center and this center. These are the higher centers of your spiritual energy. Okay, this is called Adna and this is called Sahasrara. Adna chakra. Kunkum ittirilla. It's called Adna chakra. For a spiritual realization to happen, these two centers are crucial. Why this center is crucial? This is called where your personality module stays. When you say personality, I am a male, I am a female, I am a man, woman, that identity is here. This is called Adna. Okay, whatever identity you comes to your mind is here. Now this is your being, your self, Atma. This is the center of Sahasrara. Okay, so now let us meditate some time on these chakras. Okay, so what I'll do, for each of you, I'll come and touch that center. So what you do is first do some couple of breathings, becoming aware of the center, then chant Omkara thrice. But each of you wait separately. ಉಸಿರು ತಗೊಳ್ಳಿ. So what happens when you do this? ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? ನೋಡಿದೆ?
ಮೈಂಡ್ ತುಂಬ ಆಲೋಚನೆನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್
ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಎಲ್ಲೂ ಲಕ್ಷ ಬರಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತಾ?
ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಆದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ಮತ್ತೆ ಓಂಕಾರ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಶುರು ಆಗೋದು ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು.
ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ.
ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ.
ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ?
ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಇರೋ ಆತ್ಮ
ಸಾಕ್ಷಿ, ಆತ್ಮಕ್ಕೆ. ಅದೇ ಆನಂದ. ವೈಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತಾ? ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ?
ಆ ಕಡೆ ಈ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು, ಮತ್ತೆ ಮಾರ್ಬೇಕು ಕಷ್ಟ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಪೇನ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಹಾರ್ಟ್ ಪೇನ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದೇನೋ
ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚಿಂಗ್
ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಪೇನ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಯ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ಇದ್ದಾಗ ಅದೇನೋ
ಅಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತಾ? ಮೈಂಡ್ ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಿದೆ ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ದಟ್ಸ್ ಆತ್ಮ. ಎಸ್ ಸರ್.
All viewer viewpoints are coming.
What?
Yes, points are quite. But yes, as she was saying, it goes sometime. So that's what I was saying. It was going to architecture and coming back. And when I opened my eyes, I saw the new person.
So?
It was relaxing. Really. So,
can you feel some sensation there?
Yes, felt after you went there. Then I felt for around 2 minutes or 2. Then again it dropped.
See, the thing is here, all of this, what will happen? The mind.
I felt a strong thing here, but then again it went.
So your question, is it there? Is it real? Then it will disappear.
I kept observing it.
You're talking observing it without judgment.
And then went away. And then at the end, I think I was kind of a bit giddy, but still I was aware of it that I am giddy. And then, but yeah, it was very relaxing. Even in sleep also, it's not so relaxing.
Who is aware that your mind is your giddy? That is the self. It's a master. Mind is going to sleep or mind is becoming aware. The most is called self, Atma.
But then it communicates to the mind.
It should actually, but normally mind drags it.
But I came to know about it only through the mind, right?
No. What's happening in the mind is known by the self.
So I understand whatever the body perceives, it's through the self. Or it's through the mind.
No. Mind is actually gives the signal, inputs. Ultimate understanding, sensation, understanding happens with the self. The
No,
knower.
normal our day-to-day things happens through the self only. But then self is pure, why will a wrong understanding happen?
No, this is individual self. What happens? It gets dragged by the inputs given by the mind. Like you put a yellow color speck, no? You forget momentarily. Yellow color. Getting what I'm saying? It identifies with the mind.
I got weird sensations. I forgot my body. Just, I don't know how to explain it.
You are aware?
Yeah, I was there, quite aware. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಭಾರ ಆದಾಗಾಯ್ತು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇದು ಏನೋ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ ಇದೇ ಇದಾಗಾಯ್ತು ಸೆನ್ಸೇಷನ್ ಇದಾಗಾಯ್ತು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಹೊರ ಹೋಗ್ತಿತ್ತು ಪುನಃ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದು
ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ? ಸೈಲೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗೋದು ಯಾರಿಗೆ? ಅದು ಆತ್ಮ.
ಸ್ಟಿಲ್ನೆಸ್ ಇತ್ತು, ಅದು ಇಷ್ಟು ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ.
ಫೋಕಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಡಿ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅವೇರ್. ಅದು ಏನು ಭಾಳ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ವಿಲ್ ಡೂ ಇಟ್ ಕಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್. ಅವಾಗ ಏನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತೆ, ಅದು ದರ್ಶನ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನ್ಯಾಚುರಲ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್, ಯು ಡೋಂಟ್ ನೀಡ್ ಲಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೋರ್ಸ್. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಯುವರ್ ಆಜ್ಞಾ ಚಕ್ರ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ರೀಜನ್ ಆಫ್ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಐ, ಮೂರನೇ ಕಣ್ಣು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೇವೆ.
ಆಜ್ಞಾ,
ಆಜ್ಞಾ, ಹಾಂ,
ಆಜ್ಞಾನ ಆತ್ಮನ
ಆಜ್ಞಾ,
ಜ್ಞಾನ,
ಆಜ್ಞಾ, ಹಾಂ, ಜ್ಞಾನ.